Hello toy collectors and YouTubers, this is Film School 93 with another authentic Legends and Collectibles toy review. And today's toys we'll be reviewing Super 7's ReAction action figure of Arcee from the Transformers line Wave 5. But before we get started on the toy review, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notifications for future toy reviews. Okay, so I'm going to start off by this little disclaimer just saying, I think that these action figures, these Transformer action figures, as well as the G.I. Joe action figures that are released or made by Super 7 ReAction are pointless, very pointless. And the reason I say that is the fact that the thing that behind them, the ReAction line at least, is making toys that you did not have as a kid. Well, I had these toys as a kid. They transformed, and like G.I. Joe had like lots of point of articulation on it. So why would I want to go back and rewind to a 5-point articulated action figure? Now, with that being said, here I am, and I bought this Transformer action figure of Arcee for the fact that I didn't like Arcee transforming. I liked her the way she was as a robot girl. I thought she was very, I hate to say it's attractive looking. And so I like this representation of Arcee as an action figure. So I went ahead and picked this one up because I liked the sculpt. I liked the way it looked. But once again, I'm not into that other line that Super 7 produces with the Transformers or the G.I. Joe line, just for the fact, like I said, they had more articulation back when I was a kid. The Transformed is something as a kid. It's almost pointless to rehash something like that, especially into a 5-point articulation action figure such as this Arcee. But like I said, I like this one only. So here is Arcee. On the card, the artwork looks absolutely amazing. The design, the graphic design of the card, of course, there's the ReAction logo looking like Kenner at the bottom, and then the Transformers logo at the top, but I really like this design of Arcee. She is like one of my absolute favorite Transformers when I was growing up as a kid, next to Optimus Prime. But almost about not to say it correctly. So let's make sure there's no bends, no tears on the box, making sure everything looks correct and there's no problem. And of course, here's the ways of all the action figures from Super 7 for the Transformers on the back of the card, just to get an idea. But let's go and take Arcee out of the package. Here is Arcee out of the package. She looks absolutely beautiful and just amazing. But the one thing I'm noticing right off the bat are the paint apps are very sloppy painted on this action figure. If you can't, you can tell a little bit in the light here how it's just kind of blopped on her, the ink, and it's kind of on the leg, on her chest there. So very big disappointment. When you're paying that extra money from Super 7 for quality control, then that kind of gets thrown in there. But other than that, the action figure looks absolutely amazing. The design's brilliant, nice, hard plastic. The detail is just, like I said, it's right there. It's just popping out, and I'm really satisfied and happy with this action figure, other than the mess up on the paint there. But yeah, there she is, and yeah, but the 5-point articulation taste, the arms, you can't go all the way back because of this piece in the back of her that's there from when she transforms. Same thing over here. Let's go ahead and do a turn on her legs to make sure that they don't bust. Nothing breaks. Nothing's falling apart on this action figure. Other than that sloppy paint job, this is not a bad action figure, and trying to get her head to turn. I don't think I can turn it all the way either here, and I don't want to try because I don't want to break the figure. But this is Arcee. She looks really great. Really, I mean, I'm happy because this is the way I wanted her to look as an action figure. Definitely having that retro 3.75 style, so I'm happy with that. She does come with an accessory. Comes with a blaster. So there you go. Very, very cool looking for Arcee. I like the fact that she has that, and it's a nice little detail, little touch to her. So there is Arcee. Looks absolutely great. Very beautiful action figure from Super 7. Okay, so here she is with the other Transformer action figures, and I know what you're saying. Why do you have these other Transformer action figures from Super 7 when you just said that you didn't like that and they were pointless other than the Arcee action figure? And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a reason why I have these action figures, and it's because of one thing, a Red Dawn toy commercial that we did for the ReAction Super 7 line of action figures that they released in 2020. So we... my production company, we put a little commercial together, make it look kind of retro vintage looking. And you can take a look at that on our YouTube channel because it is on our channel. And just, go take a look. You'll see what we're talking about. But we were reached out by somebody there from Super 7 who saw the video, reached out to us and basically said, here at Super 7, they saw your commercial for our Red Dawn ReAction figures and think it's great. Would you consider allowing us to repost it on our social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter? Of course, we would give JFT full credit and can also send you some of our most recent action figures in return. Please let me know. Thanks, and hope all is well in your world. Best regards, Super 7. So that's what we got. So in return, we did contact them back. Very exciting. Talked to my production crew. So look at this. Finally, Super 7's noticed what we've done, and we're just really excited. So we replied back and said we would definitely like to, go ahead and give you the download to the Red Dawn commercial, so you can use it wherever you want. Not a problem. We're really excited. And as far as like getting us some recent action figures from ReAction, your line, we pretty much almost have everything. Is there any way that you got the Back to the Future action figures that are coming out, like Wave 2 and Wave 1 are coming in? Is there any way we could get those instead? And so they do reply back to us, and so we can definitely send you the Back to the Future releases. Then they talk about how during the summertime right now they're trying to get everything in, so it wouldn't be a problem to coordinate something else for them as well. And we even told them that we were going to do commercials for them as well as toy reviews too. So, they just said in the meantime, how many staff members do you have, and what are their shirt sizes? Well, we want to send at least some kind of a care package now because of the Red Dawn commercial. So they're very thankful. We're very happy, not thankful, but very happy that we did that commercial. So they still want to give us something. So they did mail us Super 7 t-shirts with the little Super 7 logo and all that stuff on it, and we were excited. So that was perfect. Got the link to them, everything ready to go. And then we get another email after that. And of course, I did let them know the t-shirts came and told them thank you. So I did get an email after that, and they said thank you very much for the Red Dawn file. And then, we're sharing it today. If we sent you sets of Wave 1 and 2 of the Transformer ReAction action figures, would you consider creating a fan commercial for them? Let me know if it's something you want to do, and I'm get you the logo and stuff. And I did talk about in the future we could have a better crisp logo from them for Super 7 logos, ReAction logos, and so just to have something a little bit better than what I have on file. But that's what they sent to us, and we were very excited about that. We're like, okay, so we might be doing something cool with the Super 7 and ReAction line. So I emailed back saying, okay, thank you. Just what are you thinking about in particular? Is there anything in particular you're looking about for that Transformers commercial? Because in my mind already, I was kind of like, oh, out of all figures to send to do a commercial, you're sending me Transformers that don't transform. This stuff has already been done. There's already been commercials for these back in the 80s and so on and so forth. So it's almost like, how can we even create that without recreating it? So the email back said, for Transformers, I think we should just want you to do what you want. We don't want to direct, in quotes, you as it's fan created. Okay. And then of course they'll send me some logos and things that I need. Okay. So understanding all that, got it. I never did get the logos. I did get the Transformer action figures. Of course, once again, that whole, how are you going to make a commercial with the Transformers that don't transform? And something that's already been done. But my team and I came together and thought, let's just make it nostalgic, like a love letter, retro style, to the commercials and being very reminiscent of what they did, And so we got the commercial ready to go and sent it over to them to look. And of course, since it's fan related, I just wanted to make it like the commercials back in the day, and I had like a cartoon of the actual Transformer clip thrown into the commercial to give it that pizzazz. So I get an email back after I sent them, the link to the commercial, and they say, sorry to do this, but can you please remove the original animation just because it might create problems with Hasbro, etc. Also, can the Super 7 logo please be orange instead of red? And at the end, can you say part of the ReAction figures line by Super 7? We don't want to be crazy with comments, but hopefully this will still work for you. So I'm like, all right, so you said you were going to direct me. I asked for those logos. You didn't give me the logos I was wanting, so now I'm going to have to change it on my end with what I got in the colors, which is fine. Photoshop, whatever. And then, but I got to take that commercial out, or the animation of the commercial out of the commercial. And so, okay. So I've already got this feeling that it's just already a bad feeling all the way around. But either way, got it over to them. So I sent them they gave me the permission finally to post it up after I've done the edits and all that. And at the same time they were doing that, I was also getting ready to do a toy review and commercial for the Aliens action figures that came out. And I mean, my team and I really had already processed through our heads months before this of what we were going to do. And of course, there not being a line for action figures for Aliens and all that, at least for back in the day in the 80s, we were able to pull something off. And so We sent that to them after we were done the commercial, and they come back, email us, like, everyone here loves the Aliens commercial. We'll repost it as soon as we have to slot with other posts. And then they say, thank you again. Let me know if you have any other ideas. And so I emailed back. I'm excited. All right. Okay. So the Transformer thing didn't go as well as we thought, but they were happy with it. They're good, and all that. But the Aliens one, they're like gung ho, excited. What other ideas? So we tell them our ideas of what we're wanting to do for the other lines that are coming out from them. And so they got it. I get an email back. It says, let us have a think about how we move forward as we have some official plans for some of these releases. Also, please do not purchase any of the ReAction releases. We can send you a set of things if they're going to be used for your productions. Stay tuned. And so I'm like, okay. I said, no problem. Just get back with me. Let me know on some of these other ideas. I shoot him some more ideas, and I hear nothing back at all. And so I email again. This was like in May of 2020, like around May 14th or something like that. So on Memorial Day weekend, I email again, wishing happy Memorial Day, etc., and just touching base. I don't get another reply back on that one either. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, what happened here? Like, you have other ideas and now it's all just dropped. So I'm like, okay. So the Back to the Future Part 2, actually the hoverboard, the Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con hoverboard of Marty McFly was released. That didn't get mailed to us. The rest of those action figures, I think, came like in August for Back to the Future Part 2 action figures. Wave 1 came in through Super7, but we never received that in the mail. Because we asked about that on April 23rd of 2020, if they would do that as far as like, an action figures for what we did for the Red Dawn commercial. And they said they would. And we never got anything in the mail for neither of those. So almost a year later, come in March, I see that Super7's releasing the Back to the Future Part 2 action figures. So I go ahead and thought, well, I'm going to use this opportunity to email. It's been since Memorial Day weekend, So once again, I say, hello, what's going on, basically. And of course, I see that you got the Back to the Future Part 1 action figures coming out tomorrow. Is there any way, can we get those? Because we had that agreement, the verbal agreement on April 23rd that you would go ahead and send those to us for doing the Red Dawn commercial. And if we don't, and of course, I'm thinking they're going to ghost me some more. So I put in there, if I don't hear back from you, then I understand that this is probably not going to happen. And then, we're going separate ways from what we were kind of doing here. So no big deal. I mean, I understand, Lo and behold, I get an email that same day from that same person again. It says, nice to hear from you. Over the past year, we've brought on a full-time marketing manager and team who are creating our social media assets. We're working closer with licensors now, and generally everything we post needs approval from the right owners, so we aren't able to post or repost fan-created work any longer. Hope you understand. Thank you for the interest, as it is appreciated. And that was it. It's how it ended. So it's like, as a toy collector, got to do something with kind of one of my favorite toy companies, and got kind of just like the rug pulled from underneath you, I guess. Not explaining anything about what happened. I don't know. I'll never know what happened. We did some cool things. Other than that Transformers commercial, obviously it wasn't a hit with them. But the Red Dawn was a hit, and so was that Aliens, like big time. And wanted to know some ideas. I threw some ideas, and then it just ended. Got ghosted for almost a year, and then I had to make the effort to go and email that out to them, saying, "Hey, what's up? Here's these Back to the Future figures. What was happening with our agreement? Were you going to send this?" Nope. So for doing that Red Dawn commercial, I got free T-shirts from Super7. And got these free action figures of Transformers that I don't give a crap about for doing that commercial, basically, is how I look at it. And so as a consumer, and as well as someone doing business with Super7, I don't want to say business, but doing like a project with Super7 behind the scenes that no other consumer sees. As a consumer, for the price hike on the action figures, sometimes a terrible quality control. And then, of course, this incident here behind the scenes about getting ghosted, how can I word it? Getting asked to do something and getting excited because they're excited to, and then it just gets pulled from you, and it's like, nope. And then what they promised, an agreement, email agreement, I guess. It wasn't a handshake or a contract. Basically never happened. So that's how I got these Transformer action figures that I hate and don't like from Super 7 as a gift, parting gift, as a parting gift, as a gift for doing something and also a parting gift. So there you go. Why do I still buy from Super 7? You're probably asking yourself after this incident. They have cool licensing. Although the last couple of years, the licensings haven't been that great, so I haven't been forking out a lot of money to them, which is fine. But yeah, leaves a bad taste in your mouth as a collector, as a video production person, just everything. So I guess, how can I end this? If you're interested in this action figure of Arcee, and that's something that you like, the 5-point articulated, only 5-point articulated action figure that doesn't transform like the original Transformers, then this would be a perfect line for your collection. This Arcee action figure from Super 7 can be yours today. Just click on the link below in the description and get your Arcee action figure today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button below and please subscribe to our channel.